Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's James. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in. Found the end zone once, but boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Stephon Diggs with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Giants.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior. Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Jones, off play action. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Kenny Galladay,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay, taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Dallas.
A nice little juke. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards that time. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
They'll run on first down with Dallas.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
On 1st down, it's Smith.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Play action. It's Smith. Rolling to his right. Oh, good move. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On 4th down, Smith. Now he's got it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
Fielded at the 33.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Forced out to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
Right side, it's Manhertz, the tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
That complete over the middle. He's got Manhertz, the tight end.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
A run by Dallas to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Kayvon Thibodeau able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Throwing now, Smith. Flushed out right.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that nearly intercepted. But it's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Smith on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Seahawks are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one,
it was over a long time ago.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. Throwing on third down, Smith.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Smith going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be